Nobody wins when the family feels.
Here they go to Wide Body Twin. Spot around the corner, hit that scat from down the street. It's hard to creep. Thinking about you out the blue when I'm with my hoes. It's hard to cheat. Voodoo.
He's attempting to climb over that, looks like a long truck. Units are right on him. He's made it over that.
Fam, we living in crazy times right now. It's a different kind of place these days. A different era. A different type of danger. In the city already known as the car-breaking capital, where break-ins and street crimes has become routine. But at this point, we watching a new bold generation of criminals who no longer hide in the shadows. Instead, they go viral. In this video, we'll take you inside of one of those stories. A young rapper from Atlanta, instead of laying low, decided to drop a new music video while actively on the run for murder. Now, some may say out the gate that this case may remind you of the rapper TK, the situation of a Texas rapper who made headlines for dropping a hit track while evading capture for murder. But this time, it's happening in a different city with a different face. And this time, as of yet, this rapper don't have a hit track. The young artist in question not only filmed a music video while hiding from police, but also left behind obvious clues tied to an area and crew he's affiliated with. It's kind of reckless and leaves law enforcement no choice but to close in. In this video, we'll break down exactly what happened, whose life was allegedly taken, and how this young man thought he could outsmart the system, and where things stand today, from the streets he repped to the mistakes he made, to how the internet played a part in closing this case faster than expected, or did it. But before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I don't give you no angle, I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We're gonna jump right to it. It seems nowadays with the new younger generation, they don't necessarily go by just their hood. Now they forming an alliance with different sets and different cliques and forming as one. A lot of major cities are doing that, like DC and even Atlanta. Now, of course, by now, most people know if they repping something with a K after the word, then 9 times they saying they that crew killer. And in Atlanta, it's a crew called YC, which stands for Young Crew. Some teenagers who went to school called Langston Hughes and Mays in Atlanta, Georgia, with members who live in the west side and south side. Well connected with PFK, which was the crew affiliated with the late rapper Lil Marlo. May he rest in peace and love and condolences to his family. But with the youngest affiliated with PFK making their own crew YC, they now making their rounds throughout the metropolitan area of Atlanta after a well-known rapper is now starting to make buzz. His name is ller, and within the last 2 years, he's pulling in millions of views on YouTube alone. And with music involved and dissing the dead, you only putting a bigger target on your back.
These niggas got me in that mode. Set to reckless rat, he told. Sticking my coat cause it's getting colder and my heart getting cold.
And with people singing his songs in the city, a lot of his enemies is now going by YCK, Young Crew Killer, or some go by Clean Up Crew.
Slide.
Yeah, we outside.
Excuse me.
Whoa there, buddy.
Oh, auntie, my bad.
Now, YC was also involved in the shooting that happened at a local metro center in Atlanta, Georgia. We covered this story. The victim happened to be the little brother of a well-known rapper based out of Atlanta, ller. His brother's name was Cam. Apparently, Cam had a history of doing crash dummy stuff as well, like pistol whipping a man in front of a crowd. People affiliated with YC had saw Cam and started shooting. They killed Cam and shot their friend Hat on accident. Cam was only 15 years old at the time. Real name Cameron Johnson. May he rest in peace and love and condolences to his family. Check out a clip, but if you guys want to check the full story out, I'll leave the link in the bio for that video as well.
In jail right now, charged with murdering 2 other teens. It's a big break in a case we've been following since it happened a week and a half ago. Atlanta police say the shooting near Atlantic Station was gang-related. Fox 5's Angelique Proctor joins us from the 17th Street Bridge where that shooting happened. Angelique, you spoke with one of the victim's mothers.
That's right. I talked to the mother of 15-year-old Cameron Jackson. She calls these arrests sad because she said they only reiterate the finality of it all, that her son is never coming back.
Again, it's a tragic situation.
Atlanta police arrested 2 teens on Election Day and charged them with murder in the shooting that occurred on 17th Street, just feet away from the popular Atlantic Station. It's where 12-year-old Zion Charles and 15-year-old Cameron Jackson were murdered. Police say both suspects have opened up.
Again, they were able to say that they were significantly involved. And again, I can't go into a lot of details in what was shared with us.
Police would not release the juveniles' names or talk about a motive, but they have called the shooting that left 2 youth dead and 4 others injured a gang-related shooting. Both suspects are APS students and have been charged with being involved in gang crimes. Cameron Jackson's mother says the arrests are bittersweet.
It's heartbreaking, you know, on both sides, because now we've lost four young boys, you know, so it's heartbreaking.
Police say they are looking into whether an adult aided the 16-year-old in skipping town and ending up in New York. They also make it clear more arrests are expected.
We're going to hold everyone responsible for these deaths. So if it's an adults.
And so, yeah, it's heartbreaking because we're losing our community. We're losing our young men.
And Atlanta police told us today that all of the people involved in this heinous crime are, in fact, juveniles. Reporting live from Midtown, Angelique.
Now, when word quickly got out that people affiliated with YC was allegedly responsible, their name will go up in the city. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, I'm just telling you how it go. And that was just one of many examples that made YC, aka Young Crew, have a target on their back. And one of YC alleged enemies was a young man who go by the name of Lil Duke, who go by YCK or Cleanup Crew. Lil Duke will recently find himself being in trouble with the law back to back. The first incident happened on November 2nd, 2024 at around 12:47 p.m. Officers responded to the area of Ted Turner Drive, Northwest and John Portman Boulevard Northwest, in reference to several vehicles being broken into. During their initial investigation, officers were able to access surveillance footage, which showed the suspects and their vehicle, a 2016 Chevy Silverado, breaking into several vehicles before fleeing the area. The guy arrested, 17 years old at the time, Vincent Steele, aka Lord Duke.
White sneakers northbound. I'll get you an address here shortly. 1955 Perry Boulevard. Looks like an old white building.
25 Yeah, what's your location? I'm on Perry.
Continuing across the tracks, northbound, across that train.
Northbound, crossing the track. Hey, you know what towards me?
Alright, he's attempting to climb over that, it's like a log truck. Units are right on him.
I'm home.
He's made it over that, crossing over. It looks like he's going to eventually try and get under the next set of tracks. There's no way around that truck without climbing that. It runs really far, that train.
under the bridge. Go under the bridge.
Copy. He went over that next rail, and it looks like he's kind of hiding under those trees.
Copy. He went over that next rail, and it looks like he's kind of hiding under those trees.
Let me see your phone. Get on the ground! Ground! Get on the ground!
He crossed over the next track.
Don't.
We got 6-7 make alarm right now. Give it up.
But
Now, Lord Duke was shortly released for that situation, but just 3 months later in February, now 18 years old at the time, he wanted for murder out of Atlanta. Now, allegedly, the victim was a juvenile, and because Vincent hasn't been arrested, authorities won't disclose the information on the murder he's wanted for. But back in February, they had a high chance of catching him. February 1st, 2025, Georgia State Patrol attempted a traffic stop on Steele, but authorities said he left the area and tried to hide in Clayton County. The Clayton County Sheriff's Office said that his agency stopped Steele at Tara Boulevard and initiated a traffic stop on Highway 54 in front of Mundy's Mill High School. The suspect again sped away, reaching speeds of 100 miles per hour as he left Clayton County and entered Fayette County. Then, at the intersection of Banks Road, the Sheriff's Office said Steele caused the crash, alleging T-boning a citizen. Deputies helped the injured person, but Steele escaped from the area on foot. And since February 1st, he's been a wanted man at just 18 years old. And 2 weeks ago, he dropped the track titled Voodoo, giving out clues and talking about giving the police a chase. With just 22,000 views and counting, he gave clues that he at least still in Atlanta.
Shoot out. The switch that jam down. Striking that shit over with. Told Jay to teach me how to scam. Promo, I'm done striking. No more breaking in them cars.
As of now, Vincent is yet to be arrested. And that's the reality of the streets right now. A generation chasing clout faster than consequences. In a time where one wrong post, one careless video, or one misplaced clue can turn you from a fugitive to a cautionary tale overnight. The story isn't just about murder or a music video. It's about choices, loyalty, and how quickly your own city could turn against you when the cameras start rolling and the charges get real. Everybody who lost their life that we talked about in this video, we do want to say once again, rest in peace. And love and condolences to you guys' families. Anyone who was affected by the story we just talked about, we send 11 prayers y'all way. Fam, this was the story of an Atlanta rapper who's on the run for murder, managed to escape being apprehended in February, and been on the run for going on 6 months. Drops a music video almost 4.5 months into being on the run, leaving clues for authorities to know he at least still in the A. Let me know how you guys feel about this one in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and today I'll catch you guys on the next one.